Alright, hi YouTube, this is Cece coming to you with another update regarding my Air Force experience. Also doing my last video over because I said Army instead of Air Force, so excuse me for that. Like I said, it was 3:46 in the morning, so it's pretty early. I'm going to be deleting that video, but I just want to go over what I was saying in that video. And like I said, I took my ASVAB. I scored within the 60s. I'm not going to say the exact number. I scored above a 50 in every area except mechanical. I believe I got a 48 in that vehicle. Right now, I'm just waiting on my recruiter because he had to get a waiver as far as my credit is concerned. And I'll go into detail about that later. It's been about 3 weeks now since I've taken my ASVAB. He told me that I would be going, that the waivers and everything should have been done, I want to say a week after I took the exam, but it's 3 weeks now, and he's telling me that possibly next week he should have an update for me. Everything should be done. He called me last week and told me that it was going to be 2 weeks. His boss approved the waiver. Now it went to the operations department, so I'm waiting on that. Also, I want to answer Kiara's question, which is advice on what to write about the waiver. Your recruiter told you that everything needs to be current. That's not what my recruiter told me. He just said that I need to make some sort of payment with the creditors. I had 5 credit companies on my credit report. I want to say it added up to about 3,600, just to give you a roundabout estimate if yours is even close to that. 3 of those accounts got taken off due to being paid previously and just the company not responding to the credit agency. So if I was you, I would contact the Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and see if you can file a dispute with any of them, and it can even bump whatever you have down in collections even lower. But what I did with the remaining 2 that was on my credit still, and that was, I'm not going to say current because they were in collections, but revolving accounts, I consolidated them. And I had to write, because when they ran my score, I had to write a list of what each account was. Like if one was a credit card, I had to say this, name the account. For instance, the Canon account was a credit card account that I had back in 08. Sorry, my sister is doing something real extra right now. Is a credit card that I had back in 08. I was laid off for 2 years. I wasn't able to pay it back, and you have to say why you think the Air Force or whatever branch of the military you're going into can help you pay that off. I had to write that for each item, whether it was taken off or whether it wasn't, just because it was on there when they initially did it. So that's what I had to do, and he did the rest. He did the portion about sending it to whoever he needed to send it to, even stuff that was paid that was still on the account but went into collections. I had to write something regarding, like, okay, this is the account that I had back in such and such. It was the account in collections, the reason why you didn't pay it, and that it's been paid. Just because it was on your account as something derogatory in collections, unpaid. So that answers that question. If you want to see kind of what I wrote, you can email me and I'll give you that personally. I'll tag you in my email so I can give you an overview of what I wrote. So right now I'm just waiting. I really don't have a lot of time to wait. Like I told you guys, I'm 27. I'll be 28 in July. It is now March 7th, 8th, 9th, somewhere in there. So if he gets back to me in a week and I get scheduled to go back to MEPS within the next 2 weeks after that, that's already at the end of March into April. And like I said, I have to be at basic before July, so that's only leaving me with 3 months to play with. And I know you have to wait for the job selection and all of that. So once again, I'm cutting it pretty close, but he said it's doable, and everyone, I guess, in the hierarchy knows my time constraint and they're gonna get it done. So we'll see. Any more questions, comment below, subscribe right there. Okay, bye.